welcome back to Rivals of Waterdeep. We're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves, starting with Tanya.
Hi, I'm Tanya DePass. I play your ever cranky human paladin, Cicero Holmes, and my pronouns, as well as Lisa's, are she, her.
I'm Surena Marie. I play Ashbourne, and my preferred pronouns are she, her.
I'm Shareef Jackson. I'm Cicero Holmes, and I am playing Perrin Underbow, your halfling bard, and my preferred pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, and I'm Carlos Luna. I will be your DM. My preferred pronouns are he, him. Brandon Stennis.
Brandis.
I think we're okay with that, right?
Yeah,
I'm on board with that name.
That's his new name.
You can't do anything
You
about
can't.
it.
It's fine.
He's
Brandis.
stuck in traffic right now. We have the Chicago Marathon going on, and he's having a hard time getting here. He should be here shortly, though. In the meantime, you guys want to do a recap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Shareef.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Shareef
Yeah.
will be absent. He's feeling under the weather.
Yes.
He's
Get
sick.
well soon, bruh.
Yeah, feel better soon.
He better be watching this, right?
Yeah.
You better be in the
So-
chat, sure.
Yeah, wait a
Yeah.
minute, Shareef. Say hello in the chat. Oh, Brandon's in the chat. Okay.
Oh, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Hey, it's okay.
It's funny
We
because-
can't talk about him now.
Oh, no, I'm still
No,
going
it's
to talk
still-
about
I
it.
still got to
It's
talk
still
about it. Yeah, let's get into it.
Right.
Previously on Rivals of Waterdeep. What happened last episode?
I guess we started we were in Three Daggers Alley.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we ran into Melanie.
Melanie.
Yeah.
Yes. Who has taken on a new life in Three Daggers Alley, trying to fight the good fight for the people.
Involving herself, with the people, back into her political lifestyle, getting things going, trying to work for the people.
Right.
She wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah, she wants nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
And told everyone that she was held against her will.
Yeah.
And
She kind of sold you guys out.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
real hard.
But while trying not to sell you guys out.
She didn't
Right.
want to be arrested and all that.
Yeah, Sleaze didn't care. She was not happy with her at
Well,
all.
this is a good question, too. If the roles had been reversed, what would you guys have done?
Would we have sold Melanie out?
We have
Yeah.
sold Melanie out.
No.
Absolutely, I would have. Yes, 100%. 110%.
All right.
Ash would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's Melanie or all of my friends.
It's Melanie's. Would you distance yourself from Melanie if something like that happened?
I would tell her before I did that, though,
Right.
and try to communicate with her.
Yeah.
But how could she communicate
how?
with us?
I don't know.
Mine
doves.
works.
Yeah, mine works. She could have said something this whole time.
That's true.
I said doves. Yours is way better. I did. I said messengers.
Fly.
You're much more logical than I am.
Wow. The player would totally have done it.
Yeah.
My character, however,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a paladin. That would be such a crappy thing to do.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
couldn't, Celise would never do that unless it was you've got every sword in the realm to her friends' necks. And it's unless you disavow them, it'll save their lives. Otherwise, no. Me, however, would be like, deuces.
Mela who?
Mela what?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Melanie that at first I was like, oh, that hurt my feelings. But anytime we would ask her what was going on, everything would circle back to herself, if you noticed.
Right.
Everything was about how she's helping and how she's helping all these poor, unfortunate people. And
Right.
it seemed very
Self-serving.
and savory to me. And it put me off.
Wow. Now that you said that, I was like, does she have I want to talk to your manager haircut?
Yeah. I did get a vibe from you guys. You guys gave a very honest vibe to her that I was not expecting. I was like, okay, this is what Melanie's up to. I'm like, what did Melanie do afterwards? She probably did this. And you guys were like, what? Very honest. I loved it. It was not what I was expecting. But yeah, that would be your reaction,
Right.
I guess. You spent time. You saved her.
Right.
know?
Right. And we've been on adventures together.
Yeah.
We've got mind worms.
Yeah.
because of her.
Not any- yeah,
Right,
because
not
of
anymore,
her.
right.
She convinced us to put worms in our head. There's no greater bond.
So for Celise and for me, she got the mind worms in you.
She brought the mind worms and told us about them.
And that she's used them before, so they're totally safe.
So Celise now is like, so you trusted someone who brought you mind worms.
Yeah.
This is what you've done.
Sure.
And this is why we're in this situation.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
everything we've done up until today has made us the people that we are today.
That doesn't bring me comfort.
We are the rivals of Waterdeep.
What else happened? So after you guys made it to Three Daggers,
Right.
met Melanie.
Right.
What else happened?
Sharafka went into the worst disguise ever.
It was just a big mixture of all of the disguises.
Right. But then he kind of like Mr. Beaned his way into like failing up, like making everything better. You know, like he was.
He took charge. They were building a building. They were revamping a building, and he wanted to do a disguise and make himself like a worker. It was a horrible disguise, but somehow he crit one. He crit right.
Yeah.
He kept failing and then crit succeeding.
Yeah, and he basically ended up being like a foreman, a go-to guy in building this thing. But then he did fail on pointing out who the Merritt guy,
Merritt,
who
yes.
actually like who was building the place.
Yes.
And it was an apothecary that Merritt was building
Yes.
Yeah.
with the help of Melanie.
Yeah.
To try
Melanie
to...
had gotten him interested in helping rebuild this area. And they started with that building. What did you guys have to do after that?
We investigated and
We found some children.
We found some children.
yeah.
We did find some
forgot about
children.
that.
Yes.
Never forget.
Yes.
the GM forgot.
I
You blocked it out.
Oh, that was real
Traumatic events.
Amazing.
it was not an interview that I had planned for.
That's the best kind.
Right.
Yeah.
But then we had a musical number.
Yes.
Made a
We
musical. They
did.
ran into two kids.
Yes.
Or a mom with two kids.
Yes, because Rin and I, by ourselves, were really fumbling through this story, like cover up. And as soon as Perrin comes in,
Perrin Underbow saves the
he
day.
did. He really did. And yeah, we sang a musical number for our new hit musical.
Yeah, Octobird.
Yep.
Octobird is the word.
Yeah,
Is the
October is the word.
And it is.
I remember that. I remember that improv game.
Yeah, that was all improv.
It was?
What? Christian Mark?
I remember Celise saw all this just like standing there.
Lisa's just like,
What?
why did I get out of bed today?
And then you guys made it to where the kids explained that they had seen something weird, an octobird.
An octobird.
One of them said it was an octopus. The other one said it was a bird. In this area, and you guys made it to that area and did your own little investigation on that area. Ashbourne, where did you went?
I went into the building that Brandon went in, or that Rin went into, but I went through a small like hole to get to the cellar.
Yeah.
And he went above.
Yeah. He's on like the first floor and you're on the bottom one. Perrin.
I'm on the roof of that building.
Yeah.
Because roofs. Halflings and roofs.
Celise and Shaka, they went into the tailor shop next
Right.
door.
That was like creepily well maintained. Even
Yeah.
though no one was there.
It was very nice. And I should say, I love how Shareef played last game. I rewatched him playing, and he was making moves. He was getting more comfortable, and he was just like, "Yeah, I stay in this room."
Right.
Happy.
All this bad stuff's happening. He played his character perfectly. Like it was the first time Shaka had seen this. Like he was amazed at this thing. It could possibly kill him,
Right.
but he was very much amazed by it and gave it props. And yeah, this chest fell down, and inside the chest, it said, it was a tiny little chest. Inside it, there was a card that had that stone that you guys had found earlier. It was a drawing of it. And on the back of it, at the top of the card, it said, there is a hell. Believe me, I've seen it.
Oh.
Celise, you're on the outside of that door.
Right, because when the machinery started, Celise was like, nah.
She's like, I'm out.
No, thank
It's like, I didn't live this long.
Misty step.
But then she realized that Shrafka wasn't with her. And she's like, dude, like,
Yeah.
And so she's like now looking through the window.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right, because that door closed.
door closed.
Yeah.
I banged on it and it was like, wait, there's a window. And I'm like in the window like this, like, no. And I'm banging on the window too.
And he's just all about that little box. I love that.
Right. Do we want to talk about
Rin,
Rin?
yeah,
did?
Rin.
Yeah. He like
Because Rin found like the creepy clockwork.
he like Spider-Man, Superman his way into like the first floor, and then
Yeah, he went into this first floor, which was very weird because he was able to push through some bricks, but there's no way out of that room. It's
Right.
like bricked up. But he did hear a noise behind him. It turned out to be this rat that scared him. But once he realized it was a rat, he heard a ticking. On top of that, as he walked, he then decided, he's like, screw this ticking. I'm out of here. But as soon as he turned around to leave, the ticking stopped. So he started walking closer towards the trunk again. And when he opened it up, he found this metal body just kind of like every which way. And the head turned and it talked to him. And
And that is when Rin died.
That is, yeah. And that metal being assumed his body.
the head turned, this metal head turned to him, and it said, hello, my name is Nim. I am a Nimblewright. I am not a Nimblewright. I am Nim. Is the game over? And then we cut back to you guys. It was, I loved it. I don't know. I had fun. I loved
It was
ending
just
that.
like,
It
this
was
is too
great.
creepy. I gotta go.
Yeah, I love being creeped out. I think it was great.
Yeah. Do you guys want to get into it?
Yeah,
Brandon should
let's
be-
do it.
He should be close. We'll skip around.
he's gonna run.
Okay. Cool. Let's get into it. We're on the ground now. We're poking our head around some boxes. Our beady eyes stare at a metal man and a disheveled high elf. The same high elf that climbed in through that hole he made in the wall that scared the living hell out of us when we were just napping in our soft box of clothes. We quickly scurry over along the wall, making sure not to be seen. There's a hole in the floorboard, and we squeeze our tiny body through it. We're in the basement now, someplace we hate to be. Ever since they set up their nest down there, we hardly ever go down here. We travel down a pipe leading to the dirt floor and stay completely still. Completely still. It's so important to be still when we're down here now. They can sense us if we make too much noise. And if they touch us, we're goners. What's that? We hear movement. We zip over behind the barrels, hiding. The noise is too soft to be them. Maybe food? Maybe something is lost? We look over, and it's another elf. This one's way smaller. Did they drag it here? Probably not. It wouldn't be walking if they dragged it here. It must have... Oh, the window. It came from the window. We dart across the room to another pipe and head outside the window. We're traveling up next to the gutter now. We're so fast. We're really fast, which is good because there's a human outside this building next to us. They're looking through the glass, their hands and face pressed up against the glass, trying to open the door. They can't see us because we are fast and we are sly and they are slow and they are so clumsy. They're yelling. They're yelling to someone inside this place. We scurry through a crack in the wall into the shop, and we see the human that is outside looking in on a tiefling behind the counter. He doesn't look up. He's preoccupied with a chest or paper. Everything on 2 feet is so concerned with paper. I don't get it. They just love looking at paper. So much thought for 2 feet. We slip past him at the counter, and we hear the human yell, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And the tieflings say, "Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine. It's a puzzle." It's a puzzle. We head up the stairs to the roof, and we get to the top from all this madness. And oh, look, another one. Way up here, there's another one. We swear, how do they get around? This one's small, though. This one's definitely a halfling. What is he looking at? He keeps staring in all directions, searching for something. He's probably searching for his next place to set up shop, kick me out. He's probably searching for help, help. Perrin, you hear the unmistakable sound of someone yelling help just to the south of the building you're standing on.
What was that? So I look to the south. Do I see any light?
Roll perception.
17.
17. You're looking for something specific?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking in that general direction, looking for light, looking for movement.
So it's probably around like 6 o'clock. The sun's about to set
Okay.
right now. You don't see any movement. If you had to guess, you would assume that the sound came from the south. From your vantage point, because there's no one in the street, no one there, you would imagine it's at another dead end that you can see. So you're at one dead end,
Right.
And this is a second one. So right now you're probably at the peak. You're at this peak. If someone's looking at the map right now, you're at this peak behind Three Daggers Alley, between Gut Alley and Black Star Lane. This dead end, it's not named, but it's also between Three Daggers Alley and Gut Alley.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to run on the rooftops to peer over and take a peek and see where that sound is coming from a safe vantage point?
Yes, there is one little crossing that you have to make. So you would have to jump from one building to another building, but
Okay.
you can get pretty close to that area. You want to roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
cool.
go.
And how are you running on the roof? Are you running on like the side of it, or are you running in the middle of it?
I'm running on the sides.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm running on the sides. There's enough room for
For a halfling.
yeah,
It
for
would
a
be fine
halfling.
for a
Yeah,
halfling.
yeah.
Correct. Great. Roll acrobatics or athletics, whichever you have higher on.
13.
Yeah, you make it. I mean, it's not pretty or anything, but you make it to the end. You see random people just like in their homes. You know there's people stirring in certain parts of it. As far as hearing anything, you strain. You don't hear anything. No, there's nothing there. You know that it came from this direction, though. You're quite confident.
I grab a pebble that I see on the rooftop, and I cast light upon the pebble, and I throw the pebble down into that
little
area.
Great. Roll athletics again. I want to see how, or what would be your aim? Dexterity?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, you roll dexterity. I want to see how well you aim. Are you trying to get it inside a building? Like, one of the buildings, or
Yeah, like where I heard, because I look out there and I see that there's it's a dead end.
Yeah.
So I see that there's
it's a dead
nothing.
it's a dead end of buildings of like think of it like there's a building here, building here, building here.
Right. Yeah. So I'm thinking like Harry Potter, Diagon Alley.
Oh, okay.
And there are certain areas that like they just end. So there's storefronts and shops and stuff like that. But like right at the end, there's just nothing.
That's exactly what it's like. Yeah.
Okay. So so I know that the sound is coming from that area. Yeah. So based on that, I'm going to try and toss it into one of the buildings so it can illuminate what I can't see.
Cool. We'll say there's 3 buildings. Pick one that you're aiming for.
Okay. So left, middle, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go for I'm left-handed, left.
Left. Okay.
All right. Ooh. Dex 9.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go inside.
Right.
You do hit the door, and it just hits the door, and like now there's just like a little glowing light that's right there. Let's go over to Celise. Celise, you would have heard it too. You would have heard the help thing. You are looking at Shaka. You're very concerned. You're like, hey, he is looking at he does notice the spikes behind him by now, but they aren't moving. Nothing's moving. The machine has stopped. He is looking at this box and this piece of paper. You're asking if he's okay. You're obviously concerned, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. He's very much, and he's just like, yeah, it's a puzzle. I got it. Like he's very much like
this is his
this is his thing. Like I get to do my thing now, But you would have heard the help as well. You also know that Ashbourne is right next door in a basement. You also know Rin is also in the same building, first floor.
And the help doesn't sound like any of them.
No, it's coming from behind them. So you're looking. So if you're looking right here at Shareef, their building's right here. You heard the sound that way.
Right.
All right. I kind of pantomime.
I only have time for one puzzle, okay?
I can't hear him, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna stay here. Solve this. I'm a genius. Let me figure it out. Okay.
and so I start running for where I hear the help, and I'm like, who's there?
Okay. Roll. I guess roll athletics. So you would have gone around the same time that Perrin.
14.
14. Okay, yeah, you make it there fine. You are at this alley. As soon as you get there, you see a little pebble with light on it bounce right in front of a doorway, and you turn around and you just see Perrin right above you. He's in the building right next to you, but you're standing right in front of like door number 1, door number 2, door number 3.
Can I tell which one the help is coming from?
Roll investigation.
Stuck on that one again today. 12.
12. No, you can't tell. Yeah, they all kind of look the same in their own different ways. There's no sound though that you can hear.
Right, I'm gonna go for the door on the right, or door number 3, I guess.
Door number 3. So that's not the door that has
That's
pebble.
right.
Okay. Yeah. What do you want to do? Want to open it?
I'm going to open it very cautiously and kind of like have my sword at the ready.
Okay. The door is unlocked. It slowly creaks open. You look inside. It's pitch black in there. The sun is going down. The sun is outside. It's glowing, but it's already hit the tops of the rooftops by now. So you have maybe like a half an hour worth of sunlight before everything is pitch black. From what you can tell, you can kind of see into maybe 10 feet into the room right now. It looks like it's been abandoned. You don't really see much inside there.
Anyone here?
Yes, Celise.
I know it wasn't you asking for help.
No, I was not asking for help. I was here looking for people who maybe need help.
Can you tell where it's coming from?
No, if I knew, I would have said, oh, the people need help right over there.
This is on the roof. And you're in the doorway. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And so Lisa's just like, she just shuts the door like quietly and then goes to the door number 2.
Go in door number 2. Okay. Let's cut over to Rin. Rin, you are in the room just above Ashbourne. If we did a recap, you have opened up this trunk and there's what looks like a metal man inside. He had just said, "Hello, my name is Nim. I am a Nimblewright. I am not a Nimblewright. My name is Nim. Is the game over?"
So you say your name is Nim?
Yes, my name is Nim.
How long have you been here?
Oh, it's been a very long game. I would think 70? Yes, 70 years.
70 years?
Yes.
Have you been here like alone by yourself?
I could hear noises outside every now and then.
Do you know how to get out of here?
I do not know. I do not know this room. And he just like cranes his head. He can barely see over this trunk, but he's just like looking around like that. Peculiar.
Can I like pick him out of the thing? Like
Yeah.
take him out of the box? Okay.
Yeah.
So Ren like takes him out of the box and tries to stand him up. Okay, we need to find a way out of here because I got stuck.
Roll strength for me.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Strength.
It's going to be one of the main ones at the top, probably.
Let's see it. Oh wait, additional. I haven't done this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you rolled over a 15. So you help him. You could hear the joints and the metal scraping, like very Tin Woodsman, like Wizard of Oz. He's not as, I mean, he's pretty heavy, you know, but he's not super heavy as you would have thought this thing made out of metal would be. And as you're putting him together, he's pretty gangly, almost Jack Skellington like. He's being all put together. And you can feel his joints not move like you would expect a person's joints would, like very hard or whatever. And he just turns to you and he just says, "Thank you. Thank you for helping me. Peculiar. This room has no exits."
Yeah, I noticed that.
You're just laughing? Yeah.
So it's still dark in this room, right? At this point?
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Okay.
So you notice as you look around this room, there are no exits. The wall that you came in from, you were able to come in from because it's kind of falling apart. You were able to push some bricks and slide in. When you look towards what should be the front door, it is bricked off. Those bricks do look different from the bricks that you came in from. It looks newer. It looks like someone put that in there. Someone blocked this way out. Roll investigation for me. You're looking around.
7.
7. Okay. You're kind of scared, I guess. Some of the finer details are eluding you, but you do notice that the front is bricked off, and also there's a banister where you would walk downstairs. That's bricked off too. The whole place is kind of just set up to be empty, and there's just storage and trash in here, like nothing that anyone really would want or anything like this.
Is the wall like? Could I break the wall? Like with the trunk?
You could
Possible?
you could go out the way. So imagine if it's a storefront. The front of the store and the back of the store are kind of bricked off with new brick, but the sides are old brick, and you came in from this side, from the left hand side of the store. So you can go out the way you came in if you want to.
Okay, we should probably go out the same way because I thought that part was like too close to where I couldn't get out of it again.
It's just a little. It's gonna be uncomfortable.
Okay, let's just. I'll take Nim and we'll just like walk this way to the wall that I came in.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go find my friends.
Oh, okay. And Nim is like, you get the sense that he is not going to be as useful as you might imagine. You go up to the side. It takes you roll dexterity. Let's see how well.
Let's see, 16.
Yeah, pretty well. You're able to go through the wall. I'm going to roll for Nim. He does okay. He's pretty creaky, but you go through the wall. You kind of like slink up it, and then you like slink back down, and now you're shimmying your way through. He sees this, and he kind of like instinctively just like moves his arm in a way that he can like go up it and just like goes around, and now he's just kind of imitating your movement, like shimmy, 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 shimmy. And you could hear the squeaks too, like. That was weird.
Just a bit.
We're going to cut over to Ashbourne. So, what are you doing?
I just went into the cellar area.
Yeah. So you're in the cellar area.
What does it look like? What do I see?
She says to herself. Roll investigation.
That is a 12.
12. Okay. So you look around the room. There are empty barrels stacked along the middle and some on the sides, almost like a maze. The place isn't too big. It's not. These barrels are not well organized either, or not organized in a way that you would think like a stock room would be. They're kind of just being used almost like a partition. They're empty too. You notice they're hollow. You can kind of see through some of the holes in them. They're just basically a makeshift wall in different areas. And as you walk around, you notice that there are, every time you kind of go around one of the barrels, you notice that there are these big patches of straw and torn clothing on the floor. Almost like a nest, like would be there, like a big nest if you were a big bird or something. As you walk around, kind of going in and out, you count 3 of them. Besides the way that you came in, there are no other exits, though. You look up at a staircase, and that's bricked out. Like where the door should be, it's just brick. Now, as you round the corner around that those stairs, you go to the back of what should be the shop. You expect to see a 4th nest. It would make sense. You kind of like traveling down this little maze, but instead, you see a hole in the floor. It's very dark down there. This hole is way bigger than a sewer cover. It's about 4 times the size of an average sewer hole. Someone really took the time to tear this up because it's about the size of a catch basin. It's like where the actual sewers, the size of an actual sewer. Most sewer manhole covers are, size for man. You can shimmy down, and then he's in this big sewer that he can walk. It's about that size, like a catch basin size. And that's what you see in the...
So Chips and I kind of walk to the hole, and I want to see if it looks like it's torn, like animal torn, or like built out like by a person.
Roll investigation on that hole.
17.
Yeah, it looks like someone knew what they were doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember like I'm looking for Rin too, so I'm gonna try to like Because I know I'm in someone's house right now.
Chips pops out of your bag.
Hey, buddy, we're in like somebody's house.
He's just looking around.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm on the case.
And I'm like, Chips, buddy, we need to find an exit. We need to find a way to get to the top so we can get Rin, and maybe we can all go down this hole.
So Chips is looking around. He sees the exit, and the exit is where you guys came in from. It's kind of high up, though. It's not super high. You'll have to stack something to get up there. You did kind of just fall down with your hands.
Yeah.
You probably can't reach, like jump up and reach it, though. Or not easily do it, I guess. It'd be easier if you stand on something. But that's where the light is coming from. That's, Chips is also a little disturbed, you can see. He's like...
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Like very much like the things he's smelling, he feels uneasy being down there.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can also figure out what type of animal these nests are. I have.
You could roll history if you want.
Okay. I also have primeval awareness. So I can tell if an aberration, celestial, dragon, elementals, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of me.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I'm a monster hunter. This is my deal.
So read that again. What can you tell?
I can tell aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Cool. And that's a cantrip that you have?
It's just I expand one spell slot.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and cast it. It automatically goes? Uh-huh. It pings.
Okay, all right. Things are bad.
Yeah, it pings. It doesn't ping super hard, but it definitely pings. Like, I don't know if you're actually told what it is. So I think it just pings. You just know that it's in the area, right? It's within 1 mile.
It's within 1 mile. I don't know if it would be. It doesn't say that it's specific. I mean, that might be up to you.
Okay.
It's not. Cool. Don't.
Yeah, there's definitely something. Yeah.
Okay. Chips, buddy, we need to focus up. All right. We need to find Rin.
Chips is pushing a barrel to like to that window to like.
Yeah, he's trying to like get us out.
He's like trying to like push out.
I'm gonna go up to where that thing is bricked.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see if I can, if there's a weakness in the brick that I can punch through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it investigating the?
You want to investigate to see if it's strong? You're not going to hit it first.
No, I'm not gonna hit it first. I want to see if there's like a weakness in the bricks or the surrounding area by the bricks.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Yes. 22.
This is a strong ass wall. Like this is not old stuff. This stuff is not going to move. This is pretty strong. You're glad you did an investigation before you hit this brick wall.
I'm real smart. Okay. And the doorway is like that, but what about the door frame and everything like around it? That looks pretty strong too.
Yeah, so there's only one way into this cellar, and that was down those stairs.
Okay.
And that's what's bricked up.
Okay. All right. So Chips is trying to move the barrel.
Yeah, he's just pushing a barrel over. It's already pushed.
Okay. I want to get Rin. I don't want to leave this place.
We're gonna cut over to Celise and Perrin. You guys done yelling at each other?
I went to the next door. I was just like, whatever.
Oh yeah, you went to the second door,
Right.
Okay. Roll. You open the door.
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
Ooh, boy. 10.
10. Okay. I mean, it looks fine. It looks like a building.
Can I do a listen check?
Yeah.
Just use investigation.
Yeah.
Again.
Before you were just looking at the building. Now you're kind of like
Actively listening.
actively listening. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's what I get for buying fancy dice. I can't read it. It's worse. This is a 3.
Oh yeah. You hear Perrin breathing.
All right, so Celise is not quite satisfied with that. She's going to very slowly creep into the room, but like try to be quiet as she can.
Yeah. You creep into the room and you're kind of in this like living room. It used to be a living room, at least. It's very dark. It feels abandoned, although it could just be the lack of light that makes it, sometimes you're in a dark room. It just feels abandoned, but like really it's just like you turn on the light. It's like, it's not so bad. It's like my grandma's house. It's kind of like that.
Do I get a sense, like, is the room cold? Is it warm?
Everything feels like outside. It feels like it's been abandoned. But you don't roll. I don't know what you're trying to get a feel for it, right? Like an insight
Perception, insight.
That's a good question. Do inanimate objects have feelings?
No.
Like, can we get a sense from them?
I don't.
This time,
I think.
Donahue.
I think energy and stuff.
I get vibes off things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Picking
Yes.
something up and
Does
you're like,
Celise
"Ooh."
believe that?
That's the important part.
Well, she
She
a
has faith.
paladin.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a paladin.
Okay.
So
So let's roll insight. See if this feels what this feels like.
please don't fail me, fancy dice. Insight is 11.
Yeah, you get the sense that, your skills on this do not feel like they're tuned in 100%. But if you had to go with your gut, you would feel nothing's been disturbed here. There's nothing. I bet you there's nothing here right now.
So no other presence beside me.
Yeah.
Kind of like people left and they have not been here for a while.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
Okay.
It feels like, yeah.
All right. So I will make my way back out and this time I'm going to tap on the door number 1 with my sword. Just
Yeah.
very lightly and see like what happens instead of just going in, since I didn't find anything on the last 2 houses.
Okay. Nothing happens.
That is the most mischievous cheat I've ever
Perrin, what are you doing? Well,
Well,
so you
well,
see this.
yes,
What are you
yes.
thinking when you see
Right.
Celise just like walk into a room, come out?
I see Celise and I say, "Oh, Celise." To myself, "Oh, Celise, the puns are unabound with you." So I just look and I just kind
You're so
of,
condescending.
right, yeah.
Literally in your high tower right now.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
be glad she didn't
Yes,
hear
the
you.
halfling in the high tower. So I'm sitting there. I had a strong sense of whatever was going on was at the door that I tossed the pebble at, that is now illuminated for Celise where to go. And she went in the opposite direction because she is obstinate, especially when it comes to parents. So
It's like it's a glowing thing that could explode.
So I look down at Celise and I say to her, "Are you finally going to follow the literal lighting beacon that I left for you?"
Oh, that was you?
Who else would it be?
I don't know. Things could explode.
Well,
It's a random light.
yes, that didn't come from nowhere. It came.
Have you been with us the last 3 months? Have you not lived our strange life?
I am here,
And
of course. Would you like me to come down and accompany you?
no.
Very well, I'm on my way. So, is there a way for me to make my way down?
Yeah, you can scale down this.
Oh, okay.
There's windows on the building that you
Right.
can make from here to here. It's not that far. It's like a brown. It's a 3-story brownstone.
Okay.
Or whatever. So
Right.
yeah, want to climb down that?
Yeah, sure.
Or
I'm
acrobatics.
Oh yeah. Oh, no problems, guys. 9.
9. Okay. Scratch your knee. You go down. It's like Celise. You're like, oh my god, you're horrible at everything. You're just like looking up at him. It's just like, why is this taking so? And you can obviously see that there's an easier path that he could have taken. Going,
But I'm not
away.
gonna tell
You're
him.
not gonna tell him at all. Like there's like yeah, there's a ladder on the other side of the building that he could have
Just
gone.
they're like,
You're just watching him struggle going down. Like he's holding on to a windowsill, and you see his little feet like kicking a little bit, trying to
I
like
can probably help him.
find the way down. And you ever notice when you're I noticed it as I got older, height differences got really scary. Like I remember when I was a kid, I used to jump off everything,
Right.
jump on anything. Now it's just like if I have to fall 3 feet, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so terrified of like hurting myself. Oh yeah, like
Brace yourself.
yeah.
Brace yourself.
But yeah, you make it down.
Okay. So I go to dust myself off. I lick my fingers and put some salve on scratched elbow, and I look at Celise and I say, performance unnerved.
This is not your audience, bro.
Celeste is just like, are we done here? Are we done?
Well, I usually perform for larger audiences than this, but it's okay. We can do whatever it is that you'd like to do, Celise.
Celeste just gives him like this really like, oh, if only I could actually get away with what I like to do and like punt you off a cliff. Celeste just like starts to open the door. Like she just turns away. She's just like, fucking halfling, just why?
And very similarly, when you look inside, kind of looks like the other place.
So I kind of look around, then I look back. Oh, why did you throw the light there? What did you hear?
Well, I heard help, and I heard it from this direction, and I used my perceived uninhibited ingenuity to and intuitions.
Ingenuity.
Yes, it was ingenuitive
I got
intuitions.
it.
Yes,
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
exactly.
This is just like,
To find my way to the right door. So I'm going to take this rock that I meant to throw inside and throw it inside now. And I go to throw the rock that's still enchanted, the pebble that's still enchanted with light, further into the back of the room to illuminate the area back there.
Yeah. It's a pebble through a doorway. It just bounces. It goes straight to the back. You hear it. It not really echoes, but it makes a sound like an empty room would. Mm-hmm. After you do that, you're staring inside the room. You're both in this doorway, and you hear this pebble sound, ding, 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 and it stops. You see the lit room, but behind you, you also hear a pebble sound. Ding, ding.
That mirrored the one that we...
Not mirrored.
Oh, okay.
But it's a
similar sound.
It's a similar sound. It sounds like something just hit the ground behind you.
Celise, did you hear that?
I'm standing next to you.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Well, what do you think?
I'm getting a lethal weapon vibe.
Who's Riggs?
I'm Riggs.
That means I'm too old for this shit.
Yes, that's Lisa's motto. So I turn and try to see like if it's giving off light, like the pebble that Perrin threw, or just see can I see? Because if it's a pebble, it's gonna be hard to see in the dirt.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pebbles everywhere. You turn around, roll investigation if you're looking for a specific one.
Not specific, but if I can tell kind of like where it may have come from.
Where? Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah. I will say you didn't hear it. When you heard the movement, he heard the pebble hit the ground. You heard the pebble fall. And that means it wasn't thrown, that it came from above, that it just like fell past you and then hit the ground.
So can I look over to where I think it would have fallen from?
Yeah, it would have fallen from the building you're standing in front of.
Was anyone on the roof with you?
No, if someone was on the roof with me, I would have told you to come up. Or, I'm sorry, peer up.
Had to get that in.
Right, yeah.
There's a quota, ladies and
Right,
gentlemen.
right, yeah.
Oh, Celise. Celise is like, I'm going to make a quarterling out of you yet. I ask because that's where the pebble came from that we just heard.
Oh, most interesting. I did not see anyone up there.
As you're having this conversation, another pebble falls right between you two, and just like ding, ding, ding. Like,
Is it Siraj? I'm gonna take the easier route back up to the roof that I saw.
okay. So you would be going not to the building that you're standing in front of, one building behind it. You would be going to. You want to go to that one, or do you want to try to scale this building?
I'll try to scale this building because if I go to the other building, whoever's dropping pebbles may run away.
Gotcha. Roll acrobatics or athletics, either or.
Athletics gives me a better score, 7.
Yeah. 7?
Better, yes. Acrobatics was not going to help.
Oh, okay. I'll say that it takes some time. It is,
I'm in armor.
Your armor is clanking up against this building. You pass the first floor, and that took a while. You pass the second floor, that took a while. You make your way, and you're just like barely lift yourself up and drag yourself onto this roof, your entire body, and you're clanking the entire time. But you make it up there. You don't hurt yourself or whatever.
Oh, good. So I'm looking around. So I look toward like where Perrin is standing and trying to see like who would have thrown or dropped these pebbles.
Yeah, roll investigation for me.
Oh, much better. Investigation 18.
Yeah, you see another pebble fall right in back of Perrin. It's not coming from the roof. It's coming from the second floor window. Like a little pebble just pops out of the second floor window and just falls like right in back of Perrin.
So whoever was either calling for help or someone looking to get us up there.
Let's cut to Rin. Rin, you are in the middle of the street with a metal man.
So we're just walking down the street at this point.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to like talk to him about like how he got there and all that stuff, or what he can do. Because I'm like, Rin is interested to find out like if he could fight, or if he's just like there to have conversation with people. Yeah.
What's your deal?
Hold on, Rin. People don't exist just to have conversations with you. These are fully fleshed out characters.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, talk to him. What do you want to do?
So, well, I have a few questions for you.
Yes.
So you said you were there for 70 years.
Oh, at least 70 years.
So what were like your functions when you had been here?
Oh, I have been hiding.
Hiding?
Hiding.
Why?
It was a game.
A game? Oh yeah, you've been saying there you were playing a game. What game are you talking about?
The hide and seek game.
Oh, so do you know who are you hiding from?
Hiding from, hiding for, hiding with Ivy.
Ivy?
Ivy.
Who's Ivy? Who?
Ivy. She is my family.
Is she here?
Oh, I need to find her.
Where's the last place you saw her?
At home.
Where is this your home?
No, this is not my home. We live on a farm.
A farm.
Do you have a hearing problem? You seem to keep repeating exactly what I say.
No, that's true. Because I was like, it's like I was gonna say a farm. A farm.
Robot farm?
Yeah. So Ren is like, okay, so we have to get to my friends. We got to this place, and I got here by myself. We're looking for it. Well, I forgot. Does he know that Ash is somewhere around here?
He knows nothing.
Oh, okay.
He's been in a trunk for 70 years.
No, I mean like.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I
forgot
you know, Ash. When you both left, she went one direction, you went the other direction.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever you think he would assume.
I think we should.
She wasn't in the room with you.
Yeah, I think I should try to go back to the beginning just to see if I could find anybody, because I know there were some people who were waiting back before,
Okay. So
or at least that direction.
yeah, so you shimmy your way from the side of this building, and you're kind of standing like right there, expecting to see Celise or Perrin or Shaka. Anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's gone. You left for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, you left a little bit longer than that. But Ashbourne isn't there, and you know that she went in or tried to get into this building too. So you can do an investigation. You can look for Celise. You can look for Perrin. Look for Shaka. What would Ren do?
I think he would try to find Celise.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna go and try to find her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
Okay. 19.
19. Awesome. We're gonna make this really easy. You walk a couple feet, you see the tailor shop, and you notice Shaka's inside there.
Still figure out the puzzle.
He's looking at this like a puzzle thing. He seems completely occupied. You don't know it's a puzzle, but he seems completely occupied. I'll say that you go to grip the handle and it's locked or whatever. So you don't see Celise right away because you're looking at Shaka. But as you turn the knob, you look left, you look right, and in the distance you can see Celise scaling a wall. And you see Perrin too in the doorway. His silhouette, because there's a light coming from the doorway too. Oh, yeah. So you just see a small little halfling. You assume it's Perrin because it's his size.
So I walk up to them. So what are you doing up there?
Where have you been?
I was stuck. I found a friend. Another one. He is a robot. Just to let you know. He's been here a long time.
Nim looks back. Robot?
Where did you find that?
It was in a trunk in a room that I couldn't get out, so I came out of a wall. It was a long story.
We can't leave you alone for 5 minutes.
I know, it's true.
Nim waves at you, Celise, and you just hear very loudly. His jaw just opens up big, and he's just like, "My name is Nim. I am a Nimblewright. I am not a Nimblewright. My name is Nim."
He's very friendly.
Put that back where you found it. Why would you have a Nim following you around?
You're walking towards her?
Yeah, because at this point, yeah.
And I'm also like, the person I'm trying to find is probably going to run away at this point, but
Someone
say
else
that.
is here though, right? Oh, I don't know that they're the help thing, right?
No, you don't know the help thing.
Why?
You don't know what they're doing.
Oh yeah. Oh, what are you doing? I want to figure out the help situation.
someone was yelling for help. I'm trying to find them.
Oh, okay. So which direction? Like this way here?
I think they're, and Celise is just like, they're on the second floor.
Okay.
Perrin,
Yes. Rin, you can perhaps come with me.
All right.
go to the second floor.
Everyone roll perception.
Okay.
Oh boy.
There,
20.
Ooh.
23.
Oh, 19?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You all hear it at the same time. As soon as Lee says, I think there's someone on the second floor, you guys hear this shuffling on the first floor.
So, and I'm on the roof, right?
And you're on the roof. Yeah. But
Is
you
there-
all hear this noise that sounds like not floorboards creaking, but kind of something rustling about, something moving something on that first floor.
I think they're now on the first floor.
Just go see what it is. I'm on my way.
I'll go with you.
So I'm going to take the easy way down.
Okay, you're gonna take the easy way off the roof. Okay, we'll say that's in the back, in the back of the building. There's an easier way down that you can kind of footings are there for that scaling reason. So you're going down. Roll acrobatics. You two, you're going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. They told me to go in. So
Awesome.
14.
Yeah, you're fine. It makes sense. Everything works like, oh, I should have done this earlier. What do you guys do? Where do you guys go?
Well,
It's kind of set up like a brownstone, like an apartment.
Oh, okay.
Like a Chicago apartment.
oh, okay. Sure. So my is my pebble with my light, can I still see that?
Yeah, you can see that straight back. You imagine that's like the kitchen back there.
Well, Rin, I threw a pebble with light cast upon it, so there is light for us to illuminate our way. I'm going to make my way that way.
Okay. I guess, can I search like in the room and see like what's around and stuff?
Yeah, roll investigation.
All right. Ooh, okay. That's 20.
Yeah, you notice that some stuff has been moved around. Stuff has been disturbed. There's a lot of dust in here before you even get in. Almost like something's moving. Nat 20, I'll say you notice it when you look around. For whatever reason, you actually look at the ceiling, and the ceiling has like marks on it. You can tell that it leads from where you guys came in, around this, over this beam, and straight to the back. You kind of follow it to where Perrin is. Perrin's like halfway to the kitchen, or are you in the kitchen?
Almost to the kitchen.
Almost to the kitchen. Yeah. You kind of follow it, and it's still in that direction too.
You gonna tell me about it?
Oh, sorry. No. Yeah. So there's some markings in the ceiling up there.
Oh. Well, we must find the thing that makes those markings.
Do you think it's in this room somewhere?
You hear feet above you in the floor above you, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, now I'm going to look for stairs.
Yeah.
Roll investigation for stairs?
I'll say
or?
it's perception. You can see it. As you walk into the kitchen, you can see stairs.
Okay. Then I look over to Rin, and I motion to him that there are stairs over there. But I look to him and his new friend, and I say, Rin, I'm not sure if your new friend, you seem to find a lot of friends, if your new friend can be quiet, but we must go.
I am not quiet. I am Nim. I am a Nimblewright. I am not a Nimblewright. I am Nim. He says it very loudly. Yeah.
This, Rin, perhaps you should stay downstairs with Nim.
All right, I talked to them. I was like, okay, we have to be as quiet as possible. There may be some trouble ahead.
No trouble. Let's find Ivy. The game is over.
We'll find Ivy after we get out of here.
Oh, is Ivy here?
She could be.
Oh, let's find her then. And Nim starts like looking around for Ivy around that front area.
Okay.
1 second. Oh.
Oh no.
Perrin, as you see this,
Yes.
as you watch that, you hear this shriek, and you turn around, and there is what could only be described in your head as half bird brain tentacles coming down from the ceiling, over being covered from this beam, coming down from the ceiling, just like hovering right in front of you. And he's going to take a swing at you.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit you?
No, it does not.
Yeah. So it takes a swing. Its tentacles, there's these barbs on it. It takes a swing at you. It goes over your head like instantly. It's hovering too high. Both of you guys roll initiative. Celise, you're still on the other side. I'm going to say, well, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm coming back.
You're coming back to the front.
Nat 20 on initiative?
Oh, wow.
It's a good thing you're using them right now. What do you got?
Oh, I got an 8.
You got an 8. Okay. Yeah. He will go last.
Next round.
Yeah, next round we'll put you in. So that just happened. That just appeared. As it takes a swing at you, it screeches like a velociraptor, like. Crah! I can't sound like a velociraptor. Does anyone have a velociraptor voice? I don't have one. Speaking of velociraptor, let's actually cut over to Ashbourne really quickly. That's what you guys have in front of you. Ashbourne, what are you doing?
Oh yeah. So Ash sees the bricked up door and then runs back to Chips. Notice the nests and remembers that it was described as an octobird. So I'm like, oh crap, we're in the octobird's nest. So I'm gonna go to where that hole is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make, I want to make a trap. So like, I want to trap the hole to where, if someone comes out of either side of it, like a sling trap, like a
snare?
Kind of like a snare.
I don't know how you're building a snare. How are you building the snare?
I have a lot of rope.
Okay.
I have bed rolls.
So you gotta make a pulley out of his bedroom.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I have a crowbar. What's in this room? Let me figure it out.
There are barrels. There's loose clothing, some straw. It looks very bare bones.
Okay, so
You can come up with something.
Yeah. No, I think that I'm trying to like picture it in my head. So I want to put like little. I take a barrel and I break it up.
Okay.
And I want to like put like little sticks around it. And if someone like bumps one of the sticks, it'll trigger like a weight.
You're building your own Rube Goldberg?
Yes, with a barrel, and because I'm gonna balance a barrel on one of like the ledges.
Yeah.
And if it snaps, I want the barrel to move.
Barrel's gonna fall.
And then to do a sling trap like that. So
It's got to do a slingshot too?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, roll.
No, that's how the trap is. It's like a big.
No, that's how I know how the trap is.
Roll MacGyver.
What else do I have? I have leather. And arrows.
It'd be fancy. Go ahead.
Okay, what am I rolling?
What are you rolling?
Is it sleight of hand?
I guess so. If you're trying to build something. What is she building, guys? I mean, like, I feel like you have like a couple moving parts with this.
So this is how I see it in my mind. It is
Survival?
Yeah. It
Okay.
could be. Yeah, I feel like. But it's also a trap. Survival is like you take care of yourself.
Right.
You know?
You're building a trap to like
Yeah.
eat or something like that. That would be survival.
That's true. What do you want to roll?
I would like to roll sleight of hand to make sure that it's a good trap. But I can. And if I did that, then
I'll tell you what. I'll let you roll sleight of hand if you can roll a history on this trap. That tells me that you know what this trap is, like how it's used, all that.
Okay,
If you can roll.
I have to roll again.
Yeah, you gotta roll it again.
Okay, so history first. A 10.
It's too low. I mean, you.
Fuck this hole! I'm jumping the hole! Fuck it!
There is a that's what she said joke in there somewhere.
No. Celeste just appears out of nowhere with the sign says, no.
I will say you have a 50-50 chance of knowing exactly what type of trap you are building. Whether or not it is successful comes on the next roll. So go ahead, roll. You're still gonna build it, or are you gonna build it?
I kind of just want to jump in the hole now.
Oh, you want to jump in the hole?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, you can jump in the hole.
So I just see the scene of Ash holding some rope, holding a crowbar, and then just getting so frustrated.
Yeah.
She just jumps into the hole. Like, I'm just gonna freaking figure it out.
Okay, Chips does not want to follow you.
Chips!
Yeah, Chips is kind of like.
Chips.
He kind of, you can see him as you jump in the hole, you can see him from above, like looking down. You can see the little pebbles kind of fall and you can hear him go.
Oh, Chips, come on!
he's pretty terrified.
Well, Chips is my brother. I'm not gonna like leave him.
So you're down in this hole, and you notice that it is a 4-way catch basin. You can go left, right, up, down.
You can go down.
Oh,
Yeah.
back. Sorry.
Back. I was like, oh, God. Just falling.
She's just falling. Like Bill and Ted's bogus
Oh my God. I'm not gonna leave Chips. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna angrily grab him, put him in my bag. I'm gonna climb out this stupid window.
Okay. Roll athletics for me. You're gonna try. How are you gonna try to get back up? It's not that far, but you're small and like obviously you can use the crowbar.
So I have my rope.
Yeah.
And I have my crowbar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like wanna.
Make a
sure.
grappling hook.
Yeah. I'm gonna Batman my way up.
Yes.
For sure.
Great. And what did that be? The modifier.
I think it's sleight of hand too.
Okay, that is 24.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't have been that hard. You could literally just take the crowbar and pull yourself up with it. You pull yourself up. As you're doing this, though, you hear the little pebbles kind of fall down and splish splash in the catch basin. And when you pull yourself all the way up, nothing's moving, but you still hear splish splashing.
Oh, crap.
Like it's louder than little pebbles falling, and you're definitely not dropping anything. So like pull yourself up, drag yourself back. You see your feet, you see the hole, and you hear splash, 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 splash.
All right. And I grab Chips, and I still have my crowbar hook thingy, and I'm just going to try to grapple hook into the window.
Yeah, and he set up a barrel, so
Yeah.
you would be fine. Roll athletics for me.
That is 21.
As you're pulling yourself up, you know you're going to make it. It's going to be fine. You do, like, as you pull yourself up, you look to the left and you see this giant brain floating beak tentacle thing, like, pop up right behind you, right from the hole. And as it moves closer, it doesn't notice you at first. You notice a second one come out as well.
No.
Come out. I'm gonna say, well, I'm gonna roll, see what these guys are thinking. Ooh, first one does not notice you at all. He actually bumps into the guy. He crit failed, so he actually bumps into the guy in back of him. The guy in back of him. Okay. The guy in back of him hears though. Roll history to see if you know what these are.
16.
Yeah, you know what this is. You've heard of these before. You don't know why you didn't put it together beforehand. This is a grell. It is you've heard about, stories. You don't know much about them, but this is what it is. This is what an octobird looks like. It's like a brain with a beak and tentacles with barbs. They hover. They don't have eyes. So any little sound or movement made is probably like, it's very sensitive to sound. And you're pulling yourself through. I'm going to say that guy failed, so he's actually blocking the guy in back of him, but the guy in back of him hears screeches. Can you do the screech for me? Yeah. Screeches at you. You're in its nest. Like you're in its nest. You pull yourself up at the last second. Did you put chips in your bag? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I sure did. I made sure to say that out loud.
I was just making
Don't
sure.
you kill him.
I was just making sure.
As I'm looking at I'm still gonna call it an octobird. Can I cast Hunter Sense on it?
What does that do?
So when I'm in 60 feet of a creature, I immediately learn if the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, if they're not hidden with divination magic.
Sure, I'll let you cast that, but I'm going to say he gets a swing while you're casting it.
Okay.
Because you have to wait, right? Or do you pull yourself out all the way, kind of like
Yeah, that's
your
what I
head
was
down?
gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do that,
Okay.
you're out, and then you cast it.
Yeah.
These things are coming towards the window, though.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and it's gonna put its tentacles in the window. So let's see. So you want to know any type of immunities that it has?
Yeah, how to kill it. If it has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
Okay. Damage immunities: lightning. Condition immunities: it's blinded, and yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So you know this, like you know what this is. They're in the basement. They're in the sewers.
Okay.
Oh crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run and find my friends now.
Okay. Roll investigation, I guess, because you don't know where they are.
Nope.
Right? Yeah.
10.
10. Okay. It's a 50-50 shot of where they went. They obviously didn't go the opposite direction. You're standing in front of this tailor shop. Hey, look, there's Shaka. He has it down pat now. He knows what's going on. His top button's undone and his hat's on the counter. He's really working on this puzzle hard. And he doesn't even look up. He just knows that someone pressed against the glass, and he's like, that way. They went that way. Go. I'm fine. Yeah, I know. Spike's in back of me. It's fine. Keep going. He does that. And in the distance, you can see this open door and a light coming from it. There's 3 people in that doorway that you can tell. And you can hear what sounds like Salise's armor clanking.
Okay, I run towards that.
Okay, great. We're going to go with you guys. What do? You go first.
I
What does
go
Perrin do?
first. So I look at this thing. Do I know it's a Grell? Can I roll history?
Yeah, roll history.
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah. You know it's a Grell. You know everything there is about it. You've heard about it. You usually don't pay attention to like all these monster facts, but for whatever reason, let's go into Perrin's mind. Why he remembers this so vividly. You know that they're blind, that they kind of float. Right. You know that they're mostly loners too,
right.
And that they like to get people alone. They like to hunt alone.
Right.
They also like to. They kind of categorize things into 3 things, like edible, inedible, and likes to eat me. You know what I mean? Like something like that. You would fall in that you're in the edible category for sure. Why do you remember this though?
Well, so Perrin spent a lot of time as he was younger. He was orphaned. And so when he was orphaned, he was basically a street urchin. And he had to use his wits to get around different places, but he didn't have a lot of means. So it meant that he wound up in places that most people wouldn't be. So he wound up in sewers and dark and dank places, and he's come across Grells before.
Okay.
Simply because they were around trying to prey on small things that they could prey on, that they could hear. He actually developed his stealthiness by being around these types of things. He knew that if he could get around these that could only hear him, then he can get in and make his way into other places where there's lots of noise and there's all this other stuff going on. So he could, be successful and survive.
So this is your monster that you know about.
Right. This is my monster that I know
thing.
about. In fact, it is so much the monster that I know about that when I was studying to learn my powers, one of the powers that I used, or one of the things that I focused on, was making sure that I could beat Grells.
Oh, okay.
So,
what do you want to do? The camera zooms straight out of your head from your past in these dark alleys to being afraid, to just out of your mind through your eye. You recognize what this is. You duck its barbs as it swings its tentacles, and then you.
Well, I look at it and I say, "Playtime. has ended. I couldn't.
it's fine.
Couldn't you it. Playtime has ended, and I cast Shatter.
Oh, okay.
On this. I've been learning. I always knew Shatter, but I've learned even more. Shatter is the 3rd level Shatter. What Shatter does is it creates a loud ringing noise. And since I know that the Grells are very sensitive to noise, Shatter is, something super loud is going to be very, very painful for them.
Yeah. Does it do damage?
It does do damage. They've got to do a saving throw of 15.
Okay. Let's see this.
Constitution 15. So
Yeah. Ooh, no, 11.
so I do 4d8 of damage.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I did not do a lot
Did
of
not
damage.
do a lot of damage, man.
Yeah.
It sucks.
6.
6. Okay.
6 points of damage.
Yeah. So, what is the sound? What does the sound like?
So I look at them and I say, "You used to scare me, but now I know you simply as the Octobird. The Octobird's the word.
So you do your impression of the Octobird. It rings out. Is it only? How does it work? Is it only focused at him?
No, it is any enemies that I deem.
Any enemies?
Yes, within 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, great. So just that guy.
Yeah.
Great. Let's go over to Ren. You see this Octobird thing take a swing.
Actually, it's 10 feet, but
10
yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
It's the only thing within 10 feet. Cool.
Yeah.
Take the swing at Perrin. He seems unfazed. He actually didn't even move. He just looked up and screamed at it. What are you doing?
I mean, I was gonna cast something right away just because.
Yeah.
I was gonna do burning hands, which let's see. As you hold your hands with thumbs touching and fingers spread, a thin sheet of flame shoot forth from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature in the 15 feet cone must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, so I'll let you do one of two things.
Okay.
If you spray the cone, Perrin will have to do a save as well because it's a cone of fire.
Oh, yeah.
And he's kind of in this hallway right in front of this beast. I'll say that the beast took maybe 2 steps back, or what would float it 2 steps back, I guess. You are close enough that you can run up past Perrin and then, get in front of him and do it. That will put you in range of getting hit later. Or you can say, Perrin, duck.
I think I'm gonna run and try to get in front of it because I want to make sure I hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run up there.
Yeah. So do you have to? Does Burning Hands just hit? Right. Burning Hands just hits.
Oh, they have to make a saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll make a saving throw. You make a saving throw. What's a saving throw? What's the?
Where is it? 10? Yeah.
Saving throw of 10?
Let me see. Oh, 14.
Yeah, I was about to say.
There you go.
What is it? What kind?
It's probably
Dex.
Dex, yeah.
Dex? Okay.
I'm not used to reading on this one.
Nat 20.
25.
Oh yeah. So you run up. You're so excited to do this, and so you run up. It's going to take half damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, roll damage.
How many do you need?
This one? I think I just need this
No.
one. Which was it?
I don't. What did it
I
say?
said D8,
D8.
3d6 fire damage.
Okay.
That's 3d6 fire damage.
3d6.
Oh, for
3d6.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm scared. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10. Okay. So we take 5.
So,
We each
okay,
take 5.
we take 5?
Yeah.
All right.
So he's down 11
Thanks,
hit
Ray.
points. Yeah. You go back. You're feeling good. You step in front. Right? No, you don't. You don't
No,
step
I'm in front of it, right? At
Oh,
this
so
point.
you don't take it.
Oh,
You don't take
all right,
anything. Yeah.
all
Yeah,
right.
you stepped
Yeah.
in front of Perrin.
Everything's
I'm sorry.
fine.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hurt you, so that's why I stepped in front.
Yeah. So, and you say that, I don't want to hurt you, so I'm going to step in front. And you're looking at Perrin, and then you do it, maybe not completely focused at the task at hand. You fire, but he's also floating kind of high, so you don't hit the top part of him. You kind of hit his tentacles that are floating there, and they get singed for 5 damage. I'm going to say that he's going to take... he's going to take a swing... No, he's going to try to peck at you.
Okay.
He's going to use his beak. Oh, that's not going to hit you. Let's see. And then he's going to use his tentacles to swipe at you again. Ooh, does a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of
DC 11.
crit. Oh, wait a minute! I'm a bard. I crit failed, but did I?
Did you?
Yeah. So bards
They get
yeah.
So lucky on that. So lucky on that.
Yes. So I was about to make my Constitution saving throw, but then I sneezed. And then, excuse me. And I did not much better. 6.
Okay. So it does hit you. 1d. Okay. This guy right here. Okay. So you take 7 damage.
Okay.
And you get hit with one of these barbs goes into you. You know what this is right away. You actually look at this thing, try to peck Rin, and you think like, oh, he's the lucky one, because you know that you are now paralyzed from the poison on the barbs.
Resistant to poison.
Oh, are you really? Yes. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, I've got advantage against being poisoned.
You got advantage.
That's
Okay,
good,
so
yeah.
roll it again then. Roll the third one then.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Barb hits you. You're like, your body thinks twice about whether or not it wants to be poisoned.
Yes.
And nothing happens. You know exactly what that is.
Right.
And you've built up this immunity
Yes.
against this thing. Celise, you are turning the corner right now. As you turn this corner, you see very close to you Ashbourne running as well. She's to the right. You know you got to make a left too, right into the doorway. Do you go directly inside, or do you talk to Ash, or...
Come with me. As I'm like running.
Just running.
Come with me. You walk in?
I walk in, like kind of come in and slide in and go,
Yeah. And you see all this commotion. There is fire just singed. It's hit the back of the kitchen. There's a tiny little fire on a countertop somewhere. It doesn't look super dangerous right now, but I mean, there's fire in the room. It's always dangerous when there's fire inside your house. Kids, don't do it.
Don't do the fire.
Don't do the fire. Perrin just cried out in pain as he took a hit. There is a scream from this octobird. Also, there sounds to be there. You definitely heard a scream that sounded like someone doing an impression of an octobird. And you walk in, you're in this living room, and to the right, you see Nim again, and he just waves at you.
it's like, I don't wave at him. I just kind of like shield up, and it's like, is that the thing you sang about?
All in real time.
Right.
Is that the thing you sang about?
Oh, yeah.
You can have an attack if you want to attack it.
All right. Am I close enough to attack? Because I'm all melee range.
I'll say that you'll make it.
Okay.
That you'll make it in time. Yeah, for sure. You weren't that. I mean, it's not a huge building. You're right around the corner.
I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark and lasts up to an hour.
Okay.
If I hit, it gives me an extra d6 damage.
Nice.
And I get a bonus. I get advantage on perception or survival.
You can cast that. Can you cast that as?
Yeah.
Does it go as your action, or is it just cast as?
It does not say. It says one bonus action.
Okay. Yeah.
So I get it as a bonus action.
Cool.
So basically, if I hit it, I get an extra d6 damage.
Nice.
A crit fail.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no. Okay. So what's the order? Oh, Perrin, you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so it hit Perrin first. You're running. You're so excited. You're like, I'm gonna do it. Is this the thing you were talking about? You go to lunge, and the hallway that they're in is so tight that your shield smushes Perrin, who just got hit, smushes him into the wall. I'm gonna say that Perrin, you take 3 damage from her shield. You go to swing, there's not enough room to even move, and your sword goes up, kind of hits the ceiling, and now you can't, it feels like it's stuck a little bit in there. Ash,
Holy crap.
you see Celise running.
Yeah.
She's like, follow me for adventure.
I am for it.
Roll perception.
That is a 10.
A 10. Okay. You see all this happening in front of you. You see her walk in. Now there's 3 people packed in a small little hallway fighting one of these things that you just saw in that basement. What do you do?
How, like, so we're all in this, like, they're all in this, like, row. Is it higher, lower? Is it, like, being blocked by people?
You can see, like, from your position, you can see the bottom part of its beak, and it's kind of getting cut off because you know there's a not a column, a beam, like kind of blocking it in the doorway. But you can see like this much of it and all its
And its bottoms parts. Okay.
and its bottoms parts.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot it with my longbow, and I'm gonna use Slayer's Prey. So that means it's very similar to Hunter's Mark, except for I'll be getting an extra D6 damage every time I attack this creature.
Awesome. Yeah. Does that automatically hit? That automatically.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like hyping myself up.
I can see that.
20.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
natural 20.
Oh, you crit. Awesome.
Yeah.
How do you? This is great. How do you do it? This is with your bow, right?
With my bow.
Yeah. So this is a hard shot, I will say.
Yeah.
This was a hard shot, no matter what. With distance, it's a straight line, but you also have to remember Perrin's on the left, Ren's directly in the center. Celise is trying to yank down her sword at the same time. Where does this arrow find its way to this guy?
So Ash sees all this. She runs, and I jump and I do like a side bend over to just try to get the arrow through them.
Are you trying to bend the arrow?
No, I'm bending myself.
I was gonna let you bend this arrow.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Like
bend it.
what's that movie? Wanted.
Wanted,
Where,
yeah.
bend the bullet. You like flick your wrist a certain way and
That's
bend the bullet.
crazy. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you do that. Then you
Great.
dodge.
Oh
Where does it? Where does it find the hole? In between someone's arm, over someone's shoulder.
So as Celise is what is Celise doing? Can you?
Celise is like this.
So she's like
Yeah,
this.
she's
The
like
arrow
this.
goes like through her.
The archway
by
of her.
The archway of her arm. And
Of her
like
arm.
and whizzes through and hits the
Yeah,
grill.
it just hits the grill right. Do the damage. Hits the grill right in its brain head type dealy.
10.
Don't you get an extra
Oh yeah, I get an extra
Yeah.
D6.
5?
So 15.
So 15. Okay, great. He's looking pretty worse for wear. He screams out again.
Sorry.
I use that when we're in public.
I'm just gonna whip it out. Whole Foods.
It screeches in pain as it hits Celise. You hear it whiz by your ear, and it's pretty loud too as it whizzes by, like, and it hits him. Your face gets sprayed with a little bit of its blood. Nim like looks over at you and just waves.
I kind of just wave back.
This is like tugging at the sword. Like, now she's got a foot. Like, she's like,
I'm gonna say that if this thing moves its head, it's gonna slap you in the face with the back of the arrow. Like, it's just gonna trigger you while you're like holding it. Back up to the top. Back up to Perrin.
Back up to me. All right. So, as a bonus action, I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to Celise because she needs it.
wow.
That gives you an extra D8. So
On damage or
on
all rolls?
ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Nice.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Hold on, I have to make an announcement to the dungeon rats in the chat. Carlos is not stealing Serena's water. Serena's water is right here on the floor. Right on your face. I'm calling you out, the dungeon rats, which I heard is a great show, guys. You
Really?
guys should really check it out.
Yeah, I heard
damn
that. I
it.
heard there's a lot of sound effects and everything
Yeah.
else. It's very well
you
produced.
should, yeah, you should follow them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought dungeon rats. Sorry, I totally interrupted you.
It's okay. Bardic inspiration to Celeste.
Yes.
Because she needs it. She's hurt me yet again. Now this time physically instead of emotionally.
But you have emotions.
Yes.
What do you say when you give her this? How do you cast bardic? I love hearing about how spells are cast a lot of times. I love like my character on the Dungeon Rats. He casts magic missile underhand, like a softball. He's pitching a softball, so he does like a wind up and does underhand. How does Perrin cast bardic inspiration?
Right. So I look at Celeste and I say, I want to inspire you. You are beautiful, just the way you are.
I'll say this is all happening at the same time, so you're getting squished by her shield. You're
Yes.
like, I want to help you. You're beautiful, just the way you are.
It just growls.
You feel little hands on your wrists, like grab you, and you feel inspired. Cool.
Yes. All right. So after being smushed, I sit back. I'm a little dazed, but I saw that tentacle try and stab me.
Yeah.
And I laugh and I pull out my rapier.
Nice.
And I'm going to slice off as many tentacles as I possibly can.
Go for it.
I am resistant to poison,
He says out loud.
but my friends are not. And you shall not poison again today, you prickly urchin.
And it says,
What? And chips.
No.
Wait. Oh, sorry. I was like, what do you want me to do? I'm so confused.
I know. You went through 3 characters.
Oh yeah, that attack did not go that well.
yeah.
A 9.
No, it doesn't hit. You lunge at it, and it doesn't poke even one of the tentacles.
Yeah.
It just they fall apart. Rin, you're up.
Yeah, because I'm in front of it at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanna use my dagger.
You guys are all very
like-
close. Like your hand is up for burning hands, and then you see this little pointy thing come from under your armpit.
Oh yeah.
try to point, and then you pull it back. You want to do? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I was gonna use my dagger. Since
Yeah.
I'm right there and just try to like slice it up a little bit.
Yeah, try to slice it up.
Let's see. Oh God, 5.
Even with your bonuses, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
So what do you say? You pull out your dagger. It doesn't hit. But how are you trying to hit this thing?
Like I was thinking, like he pulls it out like after the burning hands, and he was gonna go like.
But,
But then he's like, oh wait, and he drops it. He's like, wait, I gotta get it. I was still working on it. He was like trying to do some finger thing too.
Your
as
hands
well.
are hot. You didn't
Yeah.
expect your hands to be so hot.
Oh my god.
This fire in the back is getting bigger now, guys.
Oh, okay, right on.
God.
This fire from the burning hands has led to the countertop, and now it's on the. It's led to the cabinets are all on fire. Because the curtains went up as well. It's kind of flowing to the top of the roof. Black smoke is coming up over it. Celeste, wait, no, it's this guy's turn.
Monster.
I never got to roll for initiative.
Oh, no, I put you in there. I put you right at the end of it. Just the order in which you guys came in.
Right.
That's, yeah.
So this guy is going to take a swing at... he's going to take a swing at Ren, actually, because he sees you flailing about. 17?
Yeah.
17 hits. Okay. And you're going to need to make a Constitution saving throw.
What do I do? Because I haven't had to do that yet. So.
So just roll your d20.
Okay.
Roll your d20.
And then that second box on the left when you're using the D&D Beyond app. Second box on the left has all your saving throws, and just look for your con.
Hold on. Haven't used this yet. Save.
Yeah. there it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
It's at the top.
Yeah.
There
and
you
then
go,
just
okay.
add that number.
Okay. 7.
What do you got?
Let's see. 7 and
Just has to be what is the? It's 11. So you got
Okay.
11 or higher.
Constitution.
no.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So you are hit for. Only 3 points of damage.
okay.
That's the
That's
lowest you can
okay.
possibly
All
get. The barb goes in. I'm going to say it doesn't even damage your clothes.
Okay, perfect.
It just like pierces you, but you feel right away it hits your arm. That's still fumbling with this dagger. It hits your arm. You can't feel the dagger. You actually don't feel your hands being warm anymore. You don't feel your hands, your arms, everything slumps, and you kind of just slump over to your side. You are paralyzed. You're leaning. Let's try to figure out which side you're leaning on. Hold on, let me do this. Okay, towards Perrin. So you kind of like slump down like next to Perrin, completely paralyzed. You'll have to repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
And I can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn ending. Yeah. Celise. Oh wait, no, he has a second attack. His beak is going to go for Celise.
Oh, great.
Oh great. 17.
No.
It doesn't hit. What is your armor?
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was 19, but okay.
You sound so disappointed.
I am disappointed. Yeah, it's Celise somehow. Okay, Celise, you're up actually.
All right, so did I finally get my sword?
Yeah, you brought your sword down. It only felt, I mean, everything's happening at the same time. You just noticed when you pulled it back, it felt stuck and you're like, ah, crap, pull it down harder and it's in your hand.
All right, so I'm going to use my Hunter's Mark again.
Yeah.
Hopefully I do not crit fail. And if I hit, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration on damage.
Ooh, nice.
So I'll have 2d8 and a d6.
Nice.
I'm plus, wow, I haven't had to hit anything in a long time. What is my plus on damage? Oh, I have
your sword?
9.
A 9?
Yeah,
Oh, it does not hit. Really? You had 9? What'd you roll?
I only rolled a 6, and I get a.
Okay, yeah.
Well, no, yeah, I didn't.
It does not hit. How does it not hit?
I'm still like a little wobbly and angry.
Yeah.
From getting stuck in the door, getting a splash of blood on my face. Actually accidentally hitting Perrin because that time it wasn't intentional. And it's just like, nothing's going right. And I go to swing and I just totally like whiff.
Time out. Let's rewind a second.
Bardic
Bardic
inspiration.
inspiration.
Yeah.
True.
Oh yeah.
You get to reroll, right?
Well, you can use your D8
For
to
the
add
damage.
to your damage.
See if it hit. Well, see if it hits because I didn't hit.
Yeah.
So rewind.
You can roll it on the hit? Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll it on an attack.
Cool. What do you got?
Okay, so if that's going to be on the attack,
You had 9 before?
You had 9 before.
What's that?
so that's 5, so that's 14.
Oh, it hits.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
So
go.
then I get a D8 and a D6 because
Yeah.
of Hunter's Mark.
for sure.
You're quite
Ooh,
welcome.
11.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It takes it hard. Where do you hit it?
I'm guessing, is it still like really high off the ground?
Yeah,
or-
it's not super high off the ground. It's just like a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet taller than you.
Okay, so if I jump up, I could like just go for the brain thing.
Oh yeah, you can do that for sure.
So Selisa's just like,
I don't know if you'll clear the brain. I think you'll be able to slash it, hitting it down.
Right. I didn't
Across
think.
its head. Yeah.
So basically, I'm going for a headshot.
Okay.
And so, like, rewind. Did not actually fail this
Yeah.
hit. And she, like, has her shield up and she just pulls back and like whacks it right across the face hard as she can.
For sure. You leap into the air over Ren's collapsed body.
Sorry, Ren.
Cinematically, we see this hovering beast in this burning kitchen going up and down, back and forth. It just swiped at the two of you, and Celise is Michael Jordan style. It's like tongue out and everything.
Someone draw that.
Comes down with her blade and hits it right in the head. It slashes right across of it. The blood is coming down. It opens its mouth wide and it screams. For anyone listening to the podcast right now, all I had to do was point that time.
I was waiting.
She was definitely ready.
Oh my god.
But that leads us to Ashbourne as well.
Does the girl doesn't look dead? It's just severely injured.
Yeah, it looks worse for the wear for sure.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one you see. Yeah.
Okay.
And this house is filling up with smoke.
Right.
Yeah. By the time by this time it is like pillows of black coming out of it right now.
Oh my gosh. I look and I see Rin. Right, he's paralyzed. I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna grab him and try to bring him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll athletics. I
Okay.
guess, yeah.
Yeah. 6 plus 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you can get up to him. You can drag him. He's not moving quickly or whatever, but you're pulling his body. I'm going to say that you can talk.
Yeah, I was going to ask that talk.
I'm going to say that you can
Yeah,
talk when this is happening. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh! And I'm like pulling you out.
I know I'm heavy. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. And that's my action. I can't do anything else, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to heal him. I just want to be sure.
We're back up, and this is all happening cinematically. We pan over to what Nim is seeing, and he's just like has his head cocked, and he's just like looking down the hall, and he sees the elf drag the other elf out, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm so heavy." It's like he probably is heavy. Oh. That's it. It's very simple. It's very like yeah. Back up to the top.
Right.
Perrin.
Back up to the top. I look at this Grell and I say, perhaps it's your time to die.
Can we say you have all these one-liners, these last word one-liners, but he has lasted the entire time?
Yes, exactly.
I do love how he calls his own shot, though.
Yes.
Like he's expecting every swing that Perrin takes at an enemy, he expects it to be the last swing.
Absolutely. Like Perrin believes that everything in the world is a performance,
Yeah.
and that he's awesome at performances.
Yes, of
so
course.
so he is a bard extraordinaire. That's not bullshit. But he believes that he is just that good
Yeah.
at everything else that he is doing. Whether that happens or not is really up to the dice.
Yeah, let's see it. What are you doing?
So we're gonna pull the rapier out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do this again.
Yeah, do it again.
All right. This time, we get a 21. Does a 21 hit?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
For sure.
Damn, okay.
And you get for 10 damage.
10 damage, yeah. He is, I mean, you go, your rapier is like cutting the barbs off his tentacle, like cutting the ends of his tentacles. Like,
So I am hitting him with the rapier, and I'm doing it like Zorro. So I'm slicing like peas.
Yeah.
Around his tentacles.
I love it.
To cut
They're
him
all
out.
flopping
Yes,
around.
yes.
He is screaming also.
Right.
Ren, make a saving throw.
Okay. I just moved the thing. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's pulling you out, and the numbness starts to go away. It kind of feels like when your arm goes numb and you get those pins and needles. You just have pins and needles, pins and needles, pins and needles. I imagine you've dragged them out by now. Yeah. So you're outside with her as well. I'm going to say well, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, the monster's not dead at this point, right?
No, it is not. It is pretty worse for its wear, though. Like,
And the building's still burning, right? The room is?
yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'll say this, too. As you guys get outside, right? You drag him out the front door. As soon as you drop him on the ground, another body drops to the ground, too.
What was that by?
Not like flat on the ground.
Okay.
Its feet falls right on the ground too. And he turns to you, and it's a human male, and he says, "A girl, huh? Those things are dangerous."
Yeah, it's super dangerous. You gonna go fight that girl?
Oh, it seems like your friends have it under control.
Where'd you come from? I was like,
Are you throwing rocks at us?
yeah.
You're inside.
You're inside. Yeah.
You're inside. So you can. So this is all happening in real time.
Yeah.
You can talk to this guy, or you can go back inside if you want.
I'll go back inside.
Okay.
Or I guess.
You're glutton for
Yeah.
punishment. Oh my god.
Yeah, for sure. You get it. You run back in. What do you do?
Okay, so I wanna, since I'm like just got back in, I wanna use my crossbow. I think.
Yeah, go for it.
Just to attack it.
Yeah, and it's.
I'm afraid.
I mean, a direct.
Hopefully I don't hit you or anybody else. Let's see.
Yeah, that
14?
hits.
Okay, hits.
Yeah, do damage.
Okay. I think it's just one.
Is it 1d6 really?
I think. Well, let me see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your plus?
Plus. Where's my?
It doesn't matter. Just looking at the dice, I know you killed
Yeah.
it. Okay, kill shot. How do you kill it?
So it's like this is revenge for paralyzing me. He takes out his crossbow really slowly. And
Really slowly.
Real slowly. Well,
Like, it's like
slow
slow
motion.
motion.
Slow
Like slow
motion.
motion.
Slow motion. He pulls it out.
I'm gonna say Nim is watching the entire thing, and he does it slowly.
And he looks at it, and then he's like, "This." I was gonna say something funny, but I forgot what I was gonna say. And he pulls the trigger, and it just like starts like going in slow motion. It like goes through the fire too as well.
Oh, okay,
It's like
yeah,
And
yeah.
so
Time.
just like making sure like this thing's gonna die
For sure.
Yeah.
Where does it hit it? That it kills it?
Right in the forehead.
Right in the forehead. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already got like a slash across its forehead. It's got the other arrow from Ash, right? And then it's squawking, and you could see that it's gonna take another swing, and it just goes right in and falls to the ground, and fire just starts like crawling around it. You two, Perrin and Celise, roll a dex save.
Oh boy.
Nat 20, baby.
Nat 20!
9.
9. Okay. Yeah, that's still fine. It's enough to get up and leave. You're singed a little bit. I was anything under a 5. I would have said like you start getting hurt. Like it wasn't that horrible. Perrin, you start running the second you hear the arrow. You completely trust that Ren's gonna kill this thing. You know, like okay, he's probably only one good shot's gonna kill this thing. You hear in back of you Ren's voice. I was gonna say something great, but then I forgot it. And the arrow goes flying. You're already running. You could hear Celise turn around at that same moment and run too. You guys are all outside the door. The Nimblewright is casually just walking out behind you, and you see Ashbourne talking to this human.
Excuse me. Do you happen to be the one who screamed for help?
No, it wasn't me. It was another fellow that sounded a lot like me. I imagine so. I came to his aid. Obviously, this thing got in the way. That fellow, he's no longer around to be questioned. I heard his screams of terror and help, and I came to his aid.
Really?
Do you know where we can find some water? Because I feel like this whole town, like we just like came here and like I have him and I'm like talking to him so close. We just got here and we're already lighting their houses on fire and they don't even have anything. People are homeless here and we lit their houses on fire.
Ash. I like actually like pull Ash back.
And I'm just like trying to like get him.
And I'm just like, just say it was you.
What do you mean? Say what it was me.
That was yelling for help.
Oh, no, it wasn't me.
Celeste has a high intimidation.
Are you going to intimidate him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll intimidation.
Unless I crit fail, this should be good. Oh, 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, he's a little bit intimidated by you. Let me pull him up. Hang on one second. He's a little bit intimidated by you. He is actually. Oh, hold on. I know what he's gonna do.
Like, come on. Like, we know it's you.
Yeah. He says. I mean, I might have said help in his defense. Definitely.
So Lisa's just giving him, like, the most mom look of mom looks, like, you know when kids are lying?
He kind of seems, I mean, he's intimidated. He knows that maybe you guys are. He's like, I simply came here to warn you of this nasty creature.
You're a little late.
And
I still got, like, Ash who's like,
And I'm like fuming. I'm just like, and looking around.
well, no harm, no foul.
no harm.
It's like the crackle of and beams are dropping.
It's like that classic scene, the building falls in.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the same time, yeah. Great job. I'm gonna get going.
No.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
You don't recognize me? And he takes off his hat.
I have no idea who you are, sir.
I don't even want to roll history.
Nope.
That's fine. Actually, roll history.
I want to put him down a peg.
Let me see if it's a power move. Roll history for me.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you actually.
No, I have no idea.
Can I roll history?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll history.
Oh, my God. 10.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty famous guy. You recognize him as Volo Thamp Darm? Yeah, Geddarm. He's a famous explorer and a writer. Like, you know, he's well known for sure.
You're that Volo guy.
I am that Volo guy. Yes, of course.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I am researching for my next book.
Then why do you look like you're about to, like, either faint or pee yourself?
This place is on fire. Maybe we should. I'm not about to pee myself. What?
So Lisa's just, like, tapping her fingers, staring at him.
It's
So she's just like, she's done. She's like had it. She's like covered in blood. She's annoyed. She like grabs him by the scruff and just starts walking away. Like, the building's burning. He does have a point. Let's go.
Yes, follow me. I know the way. He's being poked up. This way.
And as Selisa's grabbing him, she also has me, and I'm like, his idea. I wanted to go. Like,
It was my idea.
we're
It definitely
both
was.
just arguing.
It was my idea.
It wasn't your idea. It was my idea.
So Celeste just stops. It's just like, stop right now. Ash, I can catapult you. Stop.
Rin and Perrin, roll history.
Oh my God.
Let's see. 20? Yeah.
20. Yeah.
11.
Yeah, Rin, you remember where you've heard this name from. It's not from his books. It's not from, he's not famous to you. He's known to you because when Celise went to go look for her book, her burn book, it was replaced by a draft of this guy's book. We're going to fade out right there. We're on the ground again. We're running. We pass the center of the street and we're rounding the corner. We see another rat that looks like us ahead of us. And next to him, another rat. Before we know it, there are 10, 15, 20 of us. We're coming out of the sewers, out of the houses and out of the buildings, out of the gutters and barrels. From above, we must look like a small wave leaving Three Daggers Alley. It's been like this for as long as any of us remember. We can sense trouble before it hits, and it's a shame. It's such a shame that 2 feet can't do the same. End of episode. We don't have time for questions. We ran a little late, but we are going to go around and say what we have going on.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm your incredibly grumpy paladin for this episode. I am actually going to be in Massachusetts, so if anyone is around Boston and Worcester, I'm giving the keynote address at Different Games Conference next Saturday, and I will be back for next week's episode.
I'm Brandon Stennis. So what's going on? Next week, I'm going to be running a 3-day charity marathon for Halloween.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll be here, but we'll figure it out. But I have that going on, and then TwitchCon, and then, Twitch Chicago. If you guys are in the Chicago area, we have a meetup December 1st. So
Nice.
Hi, I'm Surena Marie. I play Ashbourne, also your Grell. You
I was like, what are you talking about? You can play available for hire.
available for or Velociraptor, whatever. You can find me on the podcast The Dungeon Rats, and in November, Carlos, I, and Tanya will be at GameholeCon, which is really, really exciting.
And PAX Unplugged.
And PAX Unplugged, so we'll be doing that soon.
I'm Cicero Holmes. I am your bard, Perrin Underbow, and I won't be doing anything. You can follow me on Twitter at StubbyStan, and maybe I'll say a thing. Maybe I'll retweet you. You can find me there. I spent a lot of money on my car after last week.
So sorry.
So I'll be here next week.
Yeah, and I am Carlos Luna. I was your DM for today. You can find me on all social medias under Carlos Crits. I will also be at GameholeCon and PAX Unplugged, and look out for the Dungeon Rats Season 3 coming out soon. Also, you follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. I designed a new shirt that should be coming out real soon that I think a lot of you will enjoy and like.
Oh.
But yeah, thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.
And feel better, Shareef.